Good Monday morning, August 30th, 2021, 18th southbound hike day 26. I am on my way up to Mount Madison, although looks like everything I'm going to be hiking today is in the clouds, but there's supposed to be some bad thunderstorms this afternoon. So I started out from the Osgood campsite at like 5:45. It's probably right around 7 right now. Just trying to get some miles in before the afternoon. But look at this view. Sun's coming up. That's where I'm heading. I'm gonna try to get there before noon to the Mount Washington Observatory, take a little break, check the weather, and make a game plan from that point. This is what it looks like to hike this stuff. Going up there. I'm at the top of Madison. It's pretty foggy and windy and slippery. But I'm gonna keep going. That's what I gotta do. Stopped at the Madison Hut. I think it's a little bit after 8:14. Got myself 2 cups of coffee, and I'm gonna keep going. I gotta go up that. It looks like, as you can kind of see behind me, the sun's poking out. It's kind of burning off some of this mist, so let's get going. Let's see. Airline Trail. How much? 6 miles. I'm trying to make 6 miles in about 3 hours. See what we can do. I think luckily the next few peaks I skip, so that'll save on some elevation that I don't need to do. Because I mean, I've already hiked these. I know it's kind of bragging rights to say that you did a bunch of 4Ks when you do the AT, but hell, I already did them. I haven't done the AT. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm focused on. This is pretty cool. It's where like 4 trails intersect. Got a trail over here. Got this nice rock wall to help you figure out which trail you're going. Trail right there. Trail off this way, and the AT heads up that way. I feel like I read this was like Thunderstorm Junction or something like that. If I'm wrong, you'll see a little title that'll show up right here. Sing, baby, I believe in miracles. You know I'm going up to the summit, yeah. You know, on a foggy day, you gotta make your fun. And sometimes randomly the fog clears and the sun pokes out and it's freaking gorgeous. Look at this. Blue skies. Washington's over there. Getting closer. Last sign I saw said 5 miles. That was probably a half-mile back. Jumping from stone to stone. Ow! Sliding into sharp edges of stones and bashing your feet. Ow. That's why I don't see how anyone does this barefoot. There's people I've heard of that do the AT barefoot. I've seen people hiking in Tevas with socks. It's like, geez, I know I'm in trail runners, which are not the most protective, but it's a little bit more than just a sock and a Teva. But to each their own. If it works for them, it works for them. I just know for me, that would not work for me. It's not all fun and games with me, you know. I do these videos for entertainment value, but I also like to teach people things. So I'm gonna call this section Fun Facts from the Trail. This is something I learned recently. Back in the middle 1800s, there was 2 scientists, one an American, one a British scientist, that were studying the properties of matter. And before this time, electron cloud theory wasn't quite established. So they were trying to determine how can matter fit inside little spaces. And so they met up at a conference, exchanged notes, and it wasn't until years later that these 2 scientists were credited with their work. So the 2 scientists were Joseph Crannies and Thomas Nookson. And that's where we get the term nooks and crannies. No, that's not true. I just made that up. Just as it starts to rain. Not every day a train passes you while hiking. I'm glad I got that. There's another one. Not even 5 minutes later. It's the blue train. Well, that was cool. I guess I forgot they do 2 at a time. Oh, it's already gone. No mooning, that's a tradition, but I ain't mooning them. No one needs to see this ass. Back at it again. Spent about 3 hours at the top of Mount Washington, drying off, charging my electronics, and eating pizza and chips. There was a couple I had passed earlier in the morning that came in about an hour after I had got in. They were dripping wet, and they said that they had gotten hailed on. I'm happy I left when I did. But I'm on my way to the Lake of the Clouds. It just looks like it's gonna be windy and misty the rest of the day. I don't think there's gonna be any thunderstorms. Once I get to the Lake of the Clouds hut, I'll have about 4.5 miles to get to the tent site. It's about 2 o'clock right now. So, planning to get there before 5. I'm also glad I didn't just sit and wait a day. I'm not getting any really good views, but I'm not just sitting in my tent doing nothing, so it's the give and take with life, I guess. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's okay, I've been here before. So I kind of know what I'm missing. The day that I came here, it was perfect fall weather. So I'll take this. It's a good trade-off. Coming down from Eisenhower, heading over to the Mitzvah Hut. There's a small break in the clouds there. Looks like I'm gonna get socked back in with this fog, but in the meantime, that's a nice little view. Well, I've made it to the Nauman campsite. I kept calling it Newman all day. I don't know why. I just love mispronouncing stuff that I can clearly read, but I just don't take the time to fully read it.